Larry Fedora brings the Tar Heels to Kenan Stadium on Saturday afternoon, and they would leave a 14-point victor over Virginia Tech. And Steve Martin here along with Dave Archer. What a game. We saw a first quarter that had no indication whatsoever that North Carolina was going to have the success that they did. 3 and out the first 3 times they had the ball.
Really struggled. Fast starts have not been who they've been about, but they've closed the show, and they certainly did today.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights of this game today, and there are plenty of them in a game that featured a lot of offense early on. Virginia Tech would strike first in this game, and Logan Thomas on the keeper.
Yeah, nice opening drive. You knew this was the weapon they were going to have to stop first if you're North Carolina's defense. They did not get that done as Thomas shoves it in on the quarterback keeper.
On the ensuing kickoff, Sean Tapley finds a seam. 94 yards later, it's one of 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns that we would have on this afternoon. That tied it at 7-all. Then, of course, here is Bryn Renner taking it in after a penalty. Gave North Carolina another first down. That made it 14-all. And here's a big pass by Logan Thomas to Marcus Davis.
Logan Thomas kept trying to find guys to make plays for him. Marcus Davis made a couple plays. He was able to get a few more in the game. There just weren't enough of them for Virginia Tech.
North Carolina would take the lead on this 4th and inches called. Gio Bernard, 66 yards for a touchdown, 62.
Well, just part of what they did on the day, rushing for over 300 yards on the day against the Virginia Tech offense.
A.J. Blue in for the first of 2 touchdowns of the day. North Carolina had the lead, and now it's a case of just trying to chase the Tar Heels for Virginia Tech. Look at this strip by Travis Hughes.
Outstanding job of competing defensively. It was not a defensive game by any stretch of the imagination, but it led to this throw to Tapley down the seam. And Tapley, a guy that you woke up that morning and said, hey, can I make a difference? He did. 2 touchdowns.
35-20 at that point, but don't rest here. Dimitri Knowles picks off this kickoff return for 93 yards, the second of 2 kickoff returns on the day.
Well, one of the brilliant freshmen that Virginia Tech have, and Dimitri Knowles will have to continue to make plays for Virginia Tech moving forward.
After the 2-point fail, North Carolina in business again. Gio Bernard will move the ball down the sidelines and put the Tar Heels in position.
Gaping hole, A.J. Blue finishes off his 2nd touchdown on the day. He had an outstanding day rushing, as did Gio Bernard. They ran the football right down their throat.
In the 4th quarter, now Logan Thomas not done yet. He finds Corey Fuller.
Corey Fuller was a big player for him a week ago, stepped up big in the 2nd half for him as Marcus Davis began to falter a little bit. It became Corey Fuller, but ultimately it was North Carolina, and how fitting Reddick knocks the quarterback to the ground with help of Sylvester Williams, did an outstanding job.
And North Carolina holds on with Gio Bernard, our Scott Przwanski.
Well, Gio, tell me something. When you woke up this morning, did you think you were going to go for better than 250 yards on the ground today?
Well, I didn't think about all that, but I mean, you know, as a football player, you want to get as much as you can. And, you know, today I think we did a good job of that. O-line did an amazing job, and not just me. Blue had an amazing carries. Romar Morris did a great job. So I think it was all team effort, and that's what we wanted.
So many big plays in this game. What did you see from Virginia Tech's defense that enabled you guys to get those huge amounts of yardage?
Well, I wouldn't say it was him defensively. I think it was offensively. We did a great job up front. I mean, those guys did an amazing job. You know, they protected Bryn, and you know, that's what we needed to do. And we all did a great job today. And we're just going to go in and get this locker room and get it over with.
Okay, I know you like these white uniforms now, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think we might wear this all week now. I mean, we did a good job. You know, Coach Fedora stressed, you know, this is a white out. You know, he was real proud of us. So I think for the most part, we did a good job.
One more quick question for you. For this team to get this kind of win against a club like Virginia Tech at this point in the season, what can it mean to you?
It means the world to us. I mean, we just want to keep our foot on the pedal. We don't want to stop. It's just, you know, we had a couple of slip-ups early in the season, but I think we're full go right now. And with this tempo that we have, I think we're unstoppable. So we guys got to keep going.
Go enjoy it.
All right, appreciate that. Take care.
Okay, that's Gio Bernard. Carolina rolls big here over Virginia Tech in Chapel Hill.
262 yards for Bernard, part of the 5th best rushing day in North Carolina history and the most ever of Frank Beamer coach team. North Carolina 48-34 over Virginia Tech.